Hey guys, in this video I'm just going to talk about 3.28 melee stuff. Main build I want to play this league is a Grey Wind build as of right now. I didn't get to play one last league, so that's probably the main thing I want to play. See how that goes. Should be strong, looks good on POB and stuff. Look back actually, and I only played last league, that Breach League, for 3 weeks. And I got 3 Mage Bloods in 3 weeks in hardcore, got kind of bored and quit. Tree made it really fast and all that stuff, but I think most of my builds I kind of want to, like, what does my build look like, you know, a month in or 2 months in or something like that. I don't care about that. So most of this gear is like pretty early, like 1 week in, maybe 2 weeks in, something like that, but not expecting like the most min-max, pretty mid-game I would say, levels of gear. So I'll put POBs up and some mobilytics in the description if you want to look at those. All those mobilytics guides are actually already up for a bunch of the builds I played last league. All those builds are still good. Some of the new skills might be decent, but none of them look like that insane, OP, crazy. Who knows? I'm not going to sit here and bat chest what ifs on like shotguns overlaps or like holy hammers or whatever. Those conversion skills are kind of weird to make good, or static strike, whatever, holy strike. Who knows? Maybe they're insane. If one seems insane, you know, we can make a build around that if I feel like it. It looks cool. Probably playing HC trade. I thought about playing SSF, but I don't want to sit there and feel like I have to farm 3 times longer to get anything done. You know, like, hey, what if I have bad RNG, getting a Grey Wind, or maybe they nerfed it down to 2% drop or something silly like that. Probably actually playing HC trade. Just think it makes more sense if I want to play the builds that I want to play. Otherwise, it's like, hey, you're playing slams for 3 weeks straight, or, you know, whatever, basic starter entry build for 3 weeks straight, and I don't have the patience for that, I don't think. So, Zerker Slams, I am starting that. They should still be king. I know a lot of people are freaking about that over those nerfs, but that stuff was like day 1, 4 or 5 million DPS, like literally, it's like retarded. So it's plenty fine even after nerfs. It'll get you straight to T16. You kind of just run forward on that build. You don't have to stop in gear or like stop and consider. You just run forward and you kill stuff forever until, you know, you're farming your T16 stuff, and then you just chill there. Then you decide eventually if you want to push further with like some, you know, the old 17s or Uber territory content, whatever. But I'm probably just farming my Grey Wind build on a Zerger Slam and then re-rolling into that. Basically, you just get a crap ton of life. You get some Fire Pen, get a couple of Cluster Jewels. None of this stuff is even that hard to get. You just, you know, it can take a little bit of time. That's why I don't want to play SSF, because having to take a little bit of time for 10 different items is kind of annoying. So, HE trade is what I'm playing. That'll accelerate. It'll be even faster to play software trade. It's all face tank, Uber level, and comfortable, you know, juiced up map stuff. It looks really good. Big Fire Pen, big life pool, cap suppression. What can go wrong, right? So, didn't even bother to POB like Mage Blood territory gear, like anything crazy like Crown of Ice setups or Wrath Pith, or using a different skill with Grey Wind or whatever. But I know those things do exist. So if I want to go further in that direction, you know, a crazy investment I can, but just make a bunch of money on my Grey Wind guy when I have it set up, and just set up on a farm or play something Giga later, or maybe one of the new skills actually is OP and we, you know, nobody realized it yet. So lastly, I played Bone Shatter Bleed. I don't want to play Bleed build ever again, but it's not bad at all. It's just the PDR mod, physical resistance mod, makes me want to log out. Dual Strike Chaos, which is always good. You're immune to Reflect. Nothing has hardly any Chaos resist. You do a zillion damage when you cast Despair with Balance of Terror. That'll be in the mobilytics too if you want to look at that build. That build takes a bit of gear though, more than what I'm going to be playing. Great builds, definitely working HC, Ubers, farming, whatever. All that stuff is good. You can definitely take Zerker Slams still all the way to Uber farming territory, but wouldn't recommend unless you actually know what you're doing, since it's kind of a squishier territory build, kind of hard to make it tanky. Yeah, Grey Wind, that's what I want to play. See if anything else looks good. Very basic, simple, straightforward. All these builds are really easy. Ubers and stuff, whatever, content for HC even. HC viable, they're all tanky, they all clear maps pretty fast, pretty well. Bone Shatter Bleed probably the slowest, but you know, it still pops the entire screen. So GG, easy, thanks for watching, that's it, blah blah blah, hokey pokey, Susan Stokey, goodbye.